It's okay. Off your mind, it's okay. She off your mind, like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Aha. Now you wanna don't hear all these bad politicians, then we call themselves politicians. When they thief our money, we no want to make the common man get what he supposed get for this country.
APC! APC! Change! God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you. We will change Jonathan, don't worry. Seize the man who is going to change Jonathan here. The chairman of our great party, a party that is set to make history.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you from wherever you are joining us from live. And this is Maiyegun Live.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Sorry for the late start. It's just going to make it a long night. However, if you have read the caption of the broadcast, share the broadcast and then wait and relax. and see what happens next. I advise you, if you are joining us on Facebook, right now, only 3 to 4% of my own followers are allowed to receive the notification that Maiyegun is live. So you can leave that Facebook, join us on YouTube. There is more audience there. Trust me. Thank you. Tonight, I am here to sort of notify you that Atiku is not coming, at least not in southern Nigeria. Whatever permutation they are putting together, something is pushing what many have been living in denial of. The divided Nigeria that is more on or because of inequality, injustice, unfairness, and then the impunity that has become the tool in the hands of the owners of Nigeria. The southern political puppets, those who love to parade themselves as political representatives of the southern Nigeria, they got played. Yeah, they got played. First, in APC, Egbekegbe, they knew that a time like this or a period like this was going to come. And that was why they were able to commit all manner of atrocities that would make any reasonable human being to run from APC, Egbekegbe, when they are done. Now, a southerner is about to use that same ragtag, APC, the dreaded jihadist group, to keep power, at least in the name of southern Nigeria. However, that is not going down well, as it is in PDP either. What happened? I'll share some of them with you tonight. And at the end of the day, it all boils down to one thing. When people live in denial of what is so obvious, the divided Nigeria based on inequality that they benefited from, sooner or later, the injustice will be meted at them, even at the highest level where they are so comfortable. But sadly, they are about to be beaten seriously or to be burned by the people that they have decided to cohabit or to keep us under their tutelage for this long, for their own benefit, by the way. Now that they are about to be burned, they are going to remember that they are southerners. In their utterances, in their act and all that, they are going to claim to be southerners. And in fact, they would want you to join them in the battle of their lives. But at the end of the day, you are just going to be fighting the war that you should never be part of in the first place. Maybe my own expose tonight will help. Maybe not. But I'm going to take it batch by batch, step by step. And I am going to actually use their own words against them in what they have done or what they are doing to themselves. And in other words, to remind you that, Atiku is not coming. Nigeria is dissipating. And the genesis of it started from the greed of the few who, because of their own selfishness, decided to give birth to the terrorist group called APC, Egbekegbe. Let's start from the genesis before Wiki and the rest of them in southern Nigeria, who are now the rebels in PDP, about to deflate the balloon of Atiku. I'll join you also when I'm done with this. So let's start with this.
APC! APC! Change! God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you. We will change, Jonathan. Don't worry. Seize the chairman who is going to change Jonathan here. The chairman of our great party, a party that is set to make history in our country. Last night, when I stood here, I said, history is going to be made at this venue. I said this convention is going to also make history in our political evolution. I also said this party is going to renew our democracy in this country. And since last night, you have witnessed what I describe as the most credible, transparent, elections to be ever conducted by any political party in this country. I am coming. I am coming. Jagaba has been my contemporary in the fight to restore democracy and sustain democracy and deepen democracy in this country. And therefore, I want to single him out to pay a special tribute for his contributions. Having said that, I also want to use this opportunity given to me to congratulate the winner of these primary elections, General Muhammadu Buhari. General Muhammadu Buhari has been an embodiment of nation building in this country for decades. And he has continued to offer himself and his services to this country. Your Excellency, I want to assure you the support of this great party, which is the newest political party in Africa today. Today, you have been given the responsibility of marching this party to victory in elections that are to come in less than 2 months. What I want to assure you is that all of us here and those that are not here are committed to working with you and supporting with you to ensure that you bring about the victory that this country and change the people of this country desire so much. Mr. Chairman, let me know I'm not the only one who is going to speak. I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to make a few remarks. God bless you all. Thank you.
That's the genesis. I know many of you probably would like to move on from that. No, we are not going to. That was the genesis of the assemblage of Nigeria crooked criminals who are political career criminals as well. Now, they gathered to give Nigeria change in 7 years. Well, it didn't even take 7 years. In 3 years, Atiku, and the genesis of it is this, right? Jonathan from Niger Delta, a supposed southerner, succeeded a northerner who spent 3 years, and he spent 5 years. So they said the power meant to remain in northern Nigeria to maintain the power balance in Nigeria. PDP started that. So they said Jonathan violated that. Because of that, they moved them as the people that APC, Egbekegbe, called thieves, looters, criminals. They teamed up and they brought in a dead tyrant back to life. 7 years after that, Atiku, well, like I said, 3 years after that, Atiku returned back to PDP. By then, PDP was done for. Majority of them have already jumped ship because they are all unstable anyway. I've said this many times, right? So many of you probably just wanted to live on the euphoria of your messianic, projections and all that, yeah? Messianic personalities that you build in your own, so many of your warped minds, right? I said criminals who contributed in this same, the criminals who were, put it this way, the criminals, known criminals in PDP, who had no ideology at all. You can't really pinpoint and say, this is the ideology of these people and that people. No ideology, just everything that has to do with what can we grab or get in Nigeria. That's what they're all about, aren't they? So no ideology. They jumped. 3 years after, they jumped back. Now they have an idea to now save Nigeria from APC, Egbekegbe. Along the line, there is these southern rogues as well, cowards, who were benefiting from, let the whole thing go back and forth. One of them was Wike. Wike had this plan, and everything seems to be all right. In 2019, just 4 years, well, less than 4 years after his own boss was disgracefully chased out of the villa, Jonathan, Wike partnered with the key, the master key that opened the door to the destruction of PDP and Jonathan himself. He became friend with Tambuwa. In 2019, from record, Wike, when he was fighting for his own second term, he was also carrying the budget of Tambuwa in Sokoto to be the second term governor as well. They were so close that billions of River State money were funneled to Sokoto to be their friend, the caliphate. A lot of things were going on down south that their investment, in fact, their strong resolution could have saved the day, helped us, and possibly reduced the hemorrhage, economic destruction that we have witnessed under APC. No, they were not interested. In fact, that will work in their favor later, so that they can tell you why you should not support APC is because look at what they have done to you, even when they are part and parcel of the entire thing. It was paying up. Then, surprisingly, he said he wanted to be president. Really? Wike, president? Well, why not? Did Buhari not become your president? However, he was relying more on the payback from the generosity he has extended to the rogues who actually don't give a damn about anyone, like Atiku and the rest. Yeah? Now, in one of the outings, in Atiku's words, just to be on record, by the way, PDP.
I am very, very passionate about this country and the people of this country. I owe everything to this country. And I'm very much concerned the way this country is moving, the direction this country is moving. It's moving definitely in the wrong direction. And all because of PDP.
That was 2015. 7 years ago. It was neck deep in the conspiracy, propaganda, funding same, terrorism, everything that enveloped Nigeria between 2012 and 2015 is part and parcel of it. If you are doubting me, before I take you to Werewike, that has now become the fishbone in the truth of the caliphate. Put it that way, Atiku. Now, they were all necking, then deep in the old scheme. But somehow, Bokuwari, Jeoju everybody, which simply means Bokuwari betrayed them all. How? Bokuwari had his own agenda and his team, and he never left them. They were called CPC. However, when it comes to all the machination, including what is enveloping Nigeria today, everyone involved, you will trace them back to the person who wants to unify you. That's just a flash. But somebody thought it was smart, right? It could keep mute, play along, and possibly at the end of the day, play the southern card until he got burnt himself. And this is the journey, one of them, just for your view.
Today, I have come here to talk to all of you who are members of our party. I'm a full PDP member. I've never left this party. I supported this party, and I will not leave this party. Yes, I want to run for the presidency of this country. It is you that will decide who will fly the flag of the party. If at the end of the day it is not me, I'll give my all to make sure PDP wins election in 2023. I've done it before because I have no other place to go to other than the umbrella called the People's Democratic Party. But one thing that is important is that we're not just going to run for election. We want to run for election to win an election. If you want us to run an election, it's okay. Then you can give anybody the ticket. But if you want PDP to take this power back to PDP on behalf of Nigerians, it is me that can win that election. I'm not coming here to talk about zone. I have the capacity. I have what it takes to stand this government. So I didn't come here for you to support me that because it's no. Support me because I know what to do. If you want PDP to win election 2023, I have made myself available. Give me the ticket. Let me go and take the power for you. What are we wasting time for? People are coming to tell you, oh, it's from here. That's not what I'm talking about. We are talking about who can take this power from APC. It's Wike, it's me. Look, let me tell you, I did not collect any other form. Some people want the president, but they have fun to be senator. In case. My own, there's no in case. Because I am prepared for it. And you see, people who are not prepared for this, they say, keep this one for me. If I don't have this one, I get this one. Me, I'm not going to get anything. I will get this one. So follow me. So we can go back to Villa. Nigeria is dying. We need to survey this country. Let us not pretend about it. Insecurity does not know religion. Insecurity does not know ethnicity. Poverty does not know ethnicity. Poverty does not know religion. We are all suffering. We are all dying. It doesn't matter where you come from. We need to survey this country. The people who come to kill us, do not look at who's a Christian. Do not look at who's a Muslim. Do not know who's Hausa Fulani. Do not know who's Igbo. We are dying. So it's not for sentiment. It's not for people to come and tell you, look, it must come from here. No, no, no. It is those who have the capacity. You have seen my track record. Like our elder said, look at me as chairman of local government, down to a minister, down to as a governor. He has been there to commission projects. Today we read, they've taken over military base, killing say 11 soldiers. What a country are we? God has given us everything. And we've allowed ourselves to suffer because we allow people who will tell us lies. I have the energy to work for Nigeria. Who will work for Nigeria? And Wike will work for Nigeria. Wike will work for Nigeria. It's up the professor. What we were talking about, El Rufai and the Minister of Transportation. For Christ's sake, you are a member of this government. You want to import mercenary to go? Look, that is, you're overthrowing the government. You're overthrowing what? Government. You're overthrowing the government. You want to bring mercenary. And you have a president staying there. The security chiefs are there. Somebody telling you he must bring in a mercenary. He has said the government has collapsed. I'm not the one who says so. If said the government has collapsed. Not to me, not to you. APC has admitted that the government has collapsed. If APC has admitted the government has collapsed, what are we waiting for then? It's not to take over. I'm taking it. I'm taking it to give it back to PDP on behalf of Nigerians. Because this government is no longer a government of Nigerians. The Minister of Transportation said, well, they didn't give me money. That's why they had to bomb the place. What? What? That the minister will go and say that what happened because the government did not give me money. What the hell? That's why people don't like people like us. But they have no choice now. I want to work for Nigerians. I'm not coming to work for few people. Do you understand me? Yeah. I want to work for Nigeria. So, leader, I want to thank you. If I don't want to run for president, I will not run for president. If I don't want to run, I will not come. I don't need to negotiate with anybody. Even if I don't run, I will deliver my state and give to PDP. The unity of this country is paramount. The unity of this country is what? Paramount. Nobody can joke with it. Nobody. Our founding fathers have tried. They did not make mistake. God also did not make mistake to say that a country called Nigeria. Does God make mistake? No. He knows why. And so let us work together now. And take this party. Nigerians are waiting. But don't keep Nigerians too much waiting. Because they'll be tired waiting for you. Follow me now. Follow me. Let's go to the Eagle Square 28. As they give you the ballot pack, don't look anywhere. Wicked. I don't know what someone said. If someone touches you, you say, are you wicked? Don't touch me if you're not wicked. If you say, wicked. What did I say? Wicked. What did I say? Wicked. Do you hear me? Wicked. Say it again. Wicked.
Some people said they didn't know if they were laughing at his joke or they were laughing at him because it didn't take long before Kasala burst. Give me power. Give me power. Now, only me if he take this power from and all of that drama. There are many, many drama. If you go on social media, you can search for Wike's videos. You will laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. Anyway, it didn't take long before they put him in his place. And guess who they used? For some of you who have been seeing Wike's tantrum, and you have been wondering, what is wrong with him now? Omo, you don't understand what it takes to lose over 600 billion naira for a mere fantasy. Do you know what that could have done? 600 billion naira. That's a lot. That's over $1 billion. So just go up in smoke like that. You haven't seen drama. It's about to get down. I'll give you an idea. And like I said, I will be using their own words. Now, this video really got Wike mad. Completely like, you people are so cold-hearted. You, Shaman, you, my best friend, D. Thank you. You are the hero of the convention. Thank you. Baba. How are you? So do you see where Wike lost it? Now, after the federal government of Nigeria, when it comes to money or people who have access to more resources, Lagos State is next. After Lagos State, it is Rivers State. Now, which means if you take federal government out of the equation, Southern Nigeria is blessed in each part. All it takes to actually have people with spines, not cowards, not greedy, selfish individuals, self-centered individuals, for them to stand firm, yes, firm, and say enough. But their greed will continue to take them back, because like the gamblers, if you win this, you need to stake higher, and you could win higher. Why they believe they are winning? Their people are losing. Now it's back on the streets. PDP. They went to London. Seyi Makinde, Wike, Autumn, and they formed a small caucus of PDP in London, receiving guests, dignitaries from all political parties in Nigeria. Guess what? It was like a screening. Atiku himself had to travel down to London to go and stand there for his first trial. That didn't work. And according to Wike, he is more madder now than he was even after the convention or whatever Congress that produced Atiku, and is about to go down. Now, this is in his own words. Before I get to Seyi.
Wike is advocating for justice. Wike is advocating for equity. And Wike is advocating for fairness. Those of you who do not understand how party functions, let me just use this few seconds and educate you. So most of you don't understand. You think, well, finished with presidential primary, it's over, is over. So when people say you want to destroy the party because you didn't win primary, I think they are sick. They have some mental problem. We are done with presidential primary, it's over, is over. But that is not even the issue. Today, I told Nigerians before, at the appropriate time I was going to speak. But now that things are coming out, let me be revealing small to you people. So that you people will know the kind of country we are in. So that you know the kind of country we are in. And you know how to see yourself. Are you part of this country? You will now begin to know and ask yourself question, am I part of this country? We were talking about how you said if the presidential candidate comes from the north, that he will resign for the convention of our party, that the candidate of our party, the chairman of our party will come from the south. When the North Central met in the house of Governor Balab Mohammed, Governor of Bauchi State, he said so there. When they made the caucus of the Senate, he told them that. Now, when we finish our convention on a Saturday to Sunday, the candidate of the party came to see me in my house in Abuja on Monday, around 10:30 a.m. And that's what I don't like in this country. The candidate told me, I said, listen, I want us to work together. And then he said, look, Ali must go. I said, why? He said, because when a candidate comes from the north, the chairman will come from the south. And I'm saying, implement what you told me. What offense have I committed? What offense have I committed? And people are just, wicked. It's nothing to do with wicked. It has to do with integrity. If this is what you told me, I challenge the presidential candidate to deny this. If he denies this, I go further to say so many things to Nigeria. Because enough is enough. We can't continue this way. They have today told the BOT chairman to resign. Who is talking about the chairman of BOT? What is the role of the BOT? BOT is an advisory body. We have never zoned BOT. BOT is an advisory body. BOT is not a decision-making body. Those who run, as it is today, is the presidential candidate or president and chairman of the party. The chairman of the party and the candidate or president, as the case may be, are those who will sit there and take decision. The candidate is from the north. The chairman is from the north. Who will represent the south in decision making? It's not about me. They are talking about bringing propaganda. Will I be chairman of a party? All I'm asking for, you have taken the president. We have agreed, yes. You can't take the two major positions of a party. You cannot do that. And some psychophants do not understand. All they're interested is going to run out after them. Put me in the campaign council. Look at it. Put me in the campaign council. Put me here. You are talking about serious. It's not about wicked. I ran for the presidential, but yes, it's over. But fulfill what you have said. And if this thing happens this way, I'll give up. Now it has happened that way. You're not telling me you have a fourth-term tenure, position. So when you win, what will happen? And nobody wants to think about it. Everybody said, why is Wike making trouble? What is the trouble for Wike? Am I the one who made promise? I never made promise. Chairman, you made promise that when this thing happens, you will do this. Honor it! We should forget about greed.
Wike is talking about justice. How does that sound to many of you who actually knows Wike very well? Justice, Wike, and justice in the same sentence. But did you see the passion he's using to talk about party chairman going? No. He's lying. Okay, he's a politician. Okay, what happened is that he is still grieving from that betrayal. So immediately he saw the video of Ayu congratulating Tambua that you are the hero of that convention. Thank you very much. Wike's heart sunk straight away. You know why? Because he was the one who brought Ayu as chairman. Yeah? He was the one funding Tambua in order for Tambua to hand all the delegates or his own delegates to Wike. So, in London, in order to just say, well, I'm not angry. I'm not really angry. I just want justice. I'm coming to that part of justice now. They came to London. In London, Autumn, who happened to be the one who led the committee put together by Atiku to go and find him as deputy president or vice president. So the committee recommended Wike. Atiku rejected Wike and picked Okowa. Now, that's the second stab from Atiku. So in London, what do you want us to do for you? What do you want? Just name it. We will do it. Let's settle. Wike sensing that this is it, right? The southern Nigeria and the southern Nigerian politicians are going to be used again to put a northerner in power, and they're going to be dumped like used oranges. Wike is so scared of that he didn't know what to ask. They asked him, okay, what do you want us to give you now? What do you want us to do? If you sold your people for a penny or for pennies, like the southern politicians are doing, or they have been doing, it will become so unaffordable when that same people turned on them. And that is why they easily run back to you. CEO, I am fighting for you. It's not about me. Am I going to be a chairman? Or am I going to be this or that? I can't be this. I'm just fighting it for you. What do you want? He said, what I want is that the party chairman must go. That's his own way of punishing that man that they betrayed him. And they were flunging it right there in his face. The party chairman must go. Okay, we'll see to that. And then his own friends, Autumn, Makinde, and the rest, they had other options too. I mean, they've lost it anyway. Whatever the plot was to bring the party ticket to the southern Nigeria, in order to have something to sell back to the people of southern Nigeria and say, well, listen, for equity and justice, the power is returning back to the south after 8 years in the north. No. But they have alternatives. The alternative now is to make themselves free agents, in which, if you are a southerner, I can tell you this, they may not be able to make Atiku the president, but they can be contributory to the Atiku is not coming. Listen, in other part of the bargain, they send the Sultan to him with a wicked. They sent all the governors, PDP governors, to him. Listen, therefore, sorry, he said, no. I know all this trick. The whole thing is done. You have already used us. In a couple of months, right? It will become irrelevant to you. We know that. And that is exactly what they have been doing to your forebearers, the southern politicians, who have been throwing their people under the bus for decades now in order to satisfy the insatiable lust of the northern elites, who never, on the other hand, they never really care about their people too. Unfortunately, year in, year out, the southern Nigeria continue to breed cowards, selfish, self-centered, crooked politicians, and then elites. It didn't last long. They have received offer from Tifnumbu. According to Wike, in one of his vituperations, he said, listen, we know that Atiku, there is somebody within the presidency that is already working on Atiku's emergence, not Tifnumbu. In this regard, there is expected exodus of northern APC members down to PDP to boost Atiku, and on and on. But whatever the plot is, now it's going to be the south versus the north. In this case, as free agents, the Tifnumbu and gang, or Peter Obi and team, they could be inheriting disgruntled, southern, failed PDP politicians who denied the obvious things that somebody like me would say loud and clear, and they will say, don't talk like that. No, don't say it like that. You are so blunt and straightforward about it. Politicians they will dance around it. They will milk it and milk it. When it's about to burn them, they will quickly drop it and say, it's yours, fix it. In this case, they are about to make you realize that for the survival of Nigeria, in their book, the southern Nigeria must band together and resist the northern plan. In this case, Atiku's plan in extending the northern rule after they have denied same, sacrificed the security, the economy, the safety of their people, simply because they are waiting for a day they could use same as their advantage to take power in Nigeria. It's not working. Now it's going to be southern, northern clash, whether in PDP or APC. Now, Labour Party in the mix now makes everything more complicated. Guess what? Tambuwa decided that if it is for peace, he will just resign as the chairman of PDP Governors Forum. All of this to satisfy Wike. What does Wike want exactly? What exactly do Wike want? What this and that stuff? Blah 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 blah. Let's give him that. He wanted to be relevant. Okay, give him this. Oh, let's give him that. Tambuwa resigned, and they said Seyi Makinde, who belonged to the Wike's camp, is now the chairman of PDP Governors Forum. In their way to make peace with the Wike's camp, even though the party chairman that Wike said Atiku promised him, what is party chairman? What is party? To the damages, destruction that APC, Egbekegbe, the northern presidency, has brought upon southern Nigeria and the entire Nigeria. But that's what they will give to them. They are southern, spineless cowards. Some of them that you love to worship. Same thing. The southern APC cowards. Unpatriotic betrayers of their own people. They kept mute. Those who couldn't keep mute, they were the ones singing the praises of the destruction of Yoruba land, of Nigeria by APC, because they were waiting for a day. They will wait. I mean, it can get to their turn. What they were not thinking then was that they will have to own all the destruction brought upon Nigeria by APC, as well. Now, Southerners who want to rescue Nigeria, getting burned and played. Now, Seyi Makinde said, no, you have read it. You have read wrong. I don't want to be the party chairman. I mean, I don't want to be what? PDP Governors Forum chairman. It hasn't ended.
Of course, he is the deputy chairman of the PDP Governors Forum. I saw on internet yesterday, people were saying Seyi Makinde has been appointed as the chairman of PDP Governors Forum. It is a lie from the pit of hell. And even if they give it to me, I will not accept. Because there is order. If the chairman resigns, the deputy chairman will take the position. That is how you have order in the process. And that is not what we're fighting for. We're not fighting for the southern part of this country to have the chairmanship of the PDP Governors Forum. We are saying that if PDP has promised to restructure Nigeria and we cannot restructure PDP, we're not ready to restructure Nigeria. That is the fact. There have been issues that are foundational. If you go and read the proceedings of the Constitutional Conference that led to Nigeria's independence, you know that there were issues there. And if since 1960, we have not been able to get things right. Yes, of course, they may say that the military interregnum, because of their unitary command structure, affected us. But we've been practicing democracy since 1999. This is 23 years. And if we're not able to take a path that can lead to sustainable development, we should try something else. And that is what...
Unity beggars, leave us alone. Biafra is my home. Janja we na macha. We are going home.
They are coming around.
Biafra is going home. Ayalabago Oduduwa is going home. Janja we dey do gra. We are going home.
They are coming around, coming together.
Bye. Janja we are going home. In the morning, ruga. In the evening, water waste. Grazing route is a terrorist agenda. We are going home. Buhari, grazing route.
Thank you, the prince. Thank you. They will come together. People like us are called, names because we are too straightforward. We don't want to be politically correct. But politicians have a way of hiding the truth. But at the same time, in the plain sight, they know it. Seyi Makinde was dribbling around it. You know why? They have been played. And guess what? These are those who speak back to the people in southern Nigeria, assuring them that somehow, whatever they thought about Nigeria is not always completely right, even though they know you are right. They know. Atiku is promising restructuring Nigeria. Did you see that subtle sub there from Seyi Makinde? If PDP that cannot restructure itself is promising to restructure Nigeria, Atiku, then it is a lie. The prince.
We are going.
I want to listen to that part again. Sorry.
Of course, he is the deputy chairman of the PDP Governors Forum. I saw on internet yesterday, people were saying Seyi Makinde has been appointed as the chairman of PDP Governors Forum. It is a lie from the pit of hell. And even if they give it to me, I will not accept. Because there is order. If the chairman resigns, the deputy chairman will take the position. That is how you have order in the process. And that is not we're fighting, that is not what we're fighting for. We're not fighting for the southern part of this country to have the chairmanship of the PDP Governors Forum. We are saying that if PDP has promised to restructure Nigeria and we cannot restructure PDP, we're not ready to restructure Nigeria. That is the...
Somebody should put that in quotes. We are saying if PDP promises to restructure Nigeria but cannot restructure PDP, then we are not ready to restructure Nigeria. Seyi Makinde, put that quote and put it in the comment for people who like to frame them. Gradually, you will see through the lies, and gradually you will make your own choices, and do not pretend that you don't know. Fayose was there too. He also made a statement, something you should listen to. In this case, is also being corny. And at the same time, the truth is pretty much buried in what he had to say. They can't hide it. Wait for it.
Wike, a man with a fierce look, but a good heart. A good heart. A heart of will to accomplish, to love, and to support. Majority of your enemies today are not against you because of anything. They are against you because they know you have capacity. They are against you because they know where you take over, they will fall apart. I want to believe that His Excellency Atiku Abubakar is not against you. But let me say this quickly. A lot of people surrounding the throne are enemies of the throne. A lot of people surrounding the throne have one axe to grind with somebody or some issues with somebody, and they take it to where they are not supposed to take it. There's no living being in this party and outside this party that will not acknowledge your contribution to this party. You are the soul of this party. Even till now, what you do, how many people does it? I was their nightmare. When you wake up, you see Fayoshi. Today now, when you open television, it's Wike. That time, because as your senior brother, I was a lion that time. But let me say, your good works will never go unrewarded. Your Excellency, the good man in the history of the Bible are always the enemies of the people who doesn't like the truth. Continue your best. Continue to do your best. Don't give up. I believe this.
That's Fayoshe trying to pass a message that, listen, it don't be, you don't lose. Everybody who is there trying to use whatever you are saying right now, they are going to abandon. I was like you too. I was everywhere. And it's true. You remember Fayoshe? I'm in pain. I'm in pain. If anything happened to me, they must hold Inspector General of Police and who are responsible. But he did advise with a wicket to continue. Talking about continuing, he hasn't finished. Listen to this part of the road to the Golgotha. Atiku is not coming, not in southern Nigeria. We'll get to that part soon.
When the BAD position already is advancing, what advancing position are you going to give him? That is a short us. And all of us are here. Our people are here. Not knowing what is happening. You think it is wicked? It is you. It's your children. How can we be here? The chairman and the president candidate or the president will meet. They take a decision. Nobody presents us. Just wait. Pray. Tell them when there you will see. You know, just watch. Why are they being so arrogant? Why are they being so arrogant? I can tell you, they are arrogant because they believe somebody in the presidency is backing them. But what they don't understand, the same person in the presidency back somebody as APC presidential aspirant and the person failed. I will tell Nigerians the appropriate time. Who is that person in the presidency that's backing them, that's being arrogant? You can't be arrogant to us. You can't. You can't be arrogant to what I have. You can be arrogant to what you have. But this one we have, you cannot. So, you people should be careful. The way they tell you concoct stories, slant stories, are not correct. Every day, weekend. What is we are going to do now? Is we are going to be chairman of the party? We have the chairman of the party. What we are saying, give to the agreement. Agreement is agreement. Agreement is agreement. If now you cannot keep agreement, what will happen then? I will continue to fight this fight. This injustice is enough. We cannot continue to swallow this. We are not looking for anything from anybody. We are not. To the glory of God. We thank God where we are. If God says we'll survive, we'll survive. And He has already said we'll survive. So how will we be slaves? We won't be slaves to anybody. So I thought I should use this period to let people know the whole thing we are talking about. Not that because you don't even understand it. You don't understand it. You don't understand it. But when the election is won, the chairman and the candidate who has emerged are those who will sit down and talk about who takes what goes where. They've already taken who will be Senate president. Which one have they given you? They want to take our vote. Fa. So forget about those hungry people who will never be satisfied. You know, there are people that no matter how they eat, their stomach will go through like they can never be satisfied. Those are the people hanging out in Abuja that are looking for. As you see them now, they go to somebody's house, they put me in campaign council. What is campaign council? What do they give you? Nothing. So let nobody deceive you and say, must we get the president? We have freed that area. Nobody's talking about that. We are talking about structure of the country. How it should be. That's why in APC, the presidential candidate from where? South. The chairman from where? Because the presidential candidate must always discuss with the chairman of the party. He must. He must. All over, that it has never happened in our party. Where
Let me save you the the trauma of listening to most of his tirade, but they are just pointers. They've had deal with APC, as I have been told. Yeah, they've had deals with APC. In their deals, all of them who have, for example, Wike, APC in Rivers State, right? Their candidate for governorship and what have you will not push, or they will not have to push anything in supporting him to take place of Wike's anointed person, right? So he's fine with that. Seyi Makinde has been guaranteed that they won't push much as well if he, pretty much like, the old ways, right? If you are the governor, you probably automatically control those who vote or the largest number of votes or what happened in your state, like the old ways, So they've had a deal with Tifnumbu. But the only problem is that there is a new entrant who has now somehow added a twist to the whole usual 2-horse race you've been experiencing, where it's like choosing between the devil and the deep blue sea, as it has always been. Labour Party, Obi. Now, that Obi's entrance into it, is somehow adding a flavor to what what you would call the Wike tantrum too. Politically, we are talking politics here, right? Today, if you meet Wike, who once denied his own Igbo heritage, by the way, suddenly remembered he is actually Igbo, and he can ask God to scatter PDP in Jesus' name.
So if you have given to Adamawa, you give him to Benue, you give him to Delta, Won't you give Rivers? Won't you give Rivers? You take. This one take. This one take. What of Rivers? What do they take? Just you come and collect vote. Fa fa fa. Tierra Obara, Tierra Obara, Tierra Obara, Tierra Obara. Yes, Jesus, Tierra Obara, Tierra Obara. Tierra Obara, Tierra Obara, Tierra Obara, Tierra Obara. Yes, Jesus, Tierra Obara, Tierra Obara. You know, the goal of confusion will put confusion in them. They think it's reverse that they're doing themselves. They will see confusion from now to the end until they withdraw and understand that there's no road there. Do you understand me? Come on, Mukandali, wow, Bondali, come on, Mukandali, wow.
Going home.
He's a madman, isn't he? Or, like they say in Yoruba, but if your mad son is a governor of oil-rich states, sometimes you may have to just dance with your were son like that. That's exactly what Were Wike is. It's the most expensive, the most talked about, the most sought after, the most, well, should I say, the richest Were in Nigeria right now. Everybody wants to talk to him. They are appealing to him every now and then. Listen, listen, Were Wike, listen, this or that. It is what it is, isn't it, Prince?
Counter scatter, we are going home. Biafra is going home. Ayalabago,
Meanwhile,
is going
on the
home.
side, Atiku is not losing guard. Somehow, there is this Afa Jembe. They call him. They have a name for him in northern Nigeria, but the name, when I interpreted the name, it means that Alaji or Afa Jembe. Jembe. If you're a Yoruba man, you understand. I mean, Atiku is not leaving any stone unturned, because back to sender Odechi from people like Wike.
يعني الحاج أتيكو أبو بكر رئيس نيجيريا بقدرته وكله وليا ومعينا ومغيثا ونصيرا ربنا اغفر لنا ولوالدينا وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد.
Northerners who know the guy, they should give me his name. I'm reading the comments, by the way. Anything that God, Jesus should scatter them, everything from Wike or they, she, they. The point I'm trying to make here is this: let everybody make fool of themselves. Let everybody act like they are so wise and they understand Nigeria very well. Only when you get to that point of your reality and you scream out and say, well, hey, people, do you see what Nigeria is doing? There's no justice here. Alaye, we have known it from the time immemorial that there is no justice. That's the reason why everything happening in Nigeria today, that's why they're happening. No justice, no equality, no equity. Impunity everywhere. You know that. We know that. We know them from every scale of our society. And those of you are benefiting from them. Now, when people gather and say, no, we reject this, what do? The beneficiaries? You ordered your soldiers to shoot them. Only for you to then start screaming injustice, injustice, injustice from the people who are actually beneficiaries of the same injustice. Come on, man. We have been there before. We are no longer moved. I'm not moved. However, I love the twist. Today, I was scooping the internet, yeah? As you know, okay, before now, you know, we used to say it here. No matter what you say about Nigeria, no matter how much you try to, in your own words, right, educate Nigerians, as if to say they don't know what they do. They know what they do. They say no matter how much you try to educate Nigerians, when their election is coming, they are ready to go and queue to collect 500 naira to gather under the sun and sing the praises of their own criminal leaders. That's what we expected anyway. And usually we know the more reason why politicians in Nigeria continue to loot you dry, like blind, is because they needed to loot as much as possible, push as many of you as possible into poverty so that they can buy back some level of, sort of loyalty from you. You will need some of what they have to offer, 500 naira, 1,000 naira, from campaign time up till the election day, where you begin to demand for 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 before you give them your future, right? So those have been the ways of how you do things until, I don't know, Obi and his people, they brought a twist into it. Now, everywhere you turn, you see thousands of people, right? Well, should I say thousands of younger people who are saying, well, they are giving it a last shot. They are no longer going to queue behind the traditional way of how they have been enslaved over time. Now, that's something that usually you will rub aside and say, they are just this. Me, I see them as your karma, even though I don't believe in karma. I see them as the twist that will eventually out the establishment who have become so comfortable enough that you can cry from now till tomorrow. They will continue to recook the same lie again and again and again and again for you every now and then until now. And don't let us ignore, don't let us ignore the happenings as well. They are not ignoring them. According to the Ebonyi governor, who was at the villa earlier, I think it was today or yesterday, I don't care, but he had this to say on the phenomenon going on in your political space as we speak. And I'll show you some videos I pick up on social media earlier. Umayi, Devil Umayi, had this to say on what is going on as well.
What happened during the primaries of PDP and APC, were kind of miscalculation by people. But to say whether they are ready for the presidency of the country anytime, I think that the movement of P2B is an eyes opener, and that's why I said I love what he's doing. I'm encouraged by what he's doing, because if it's not doing what he's doing, it means that Southeast would have been forgotten. So while my party takes the victory, he has prepared, he would have prepared a very good ground for the Southeast presidency, so that nobody is going to write us off. And you can see the level of his acceptability, which does not translate to victory over APC. As a party man, I would wish that our party wins. And if God says no, the next person I wish that should win, is, P2B. Because I believe strongly, and I will say it anyway, in this North-South, presidency. After the North has taken 8 years, there is no moral justification to be seeking to take another 8 years. It should go to the South. And so I support, this. And I'm not wishing P2B away. God has the final say.
Anyway, here is the point. They as according to those who are like, put it this way, the social media political pundits, it's a good thing for APC, Egbekegbe, if Obi can help them reduce what they said would have been PDP votes. However, to PDP, it is a good thing that those who are the forefront of OB, this or that, they are mostly Southerners, which means they will help them ruin the chances of Tifnumbu. But if you ask me, Maiyegun, what do you think? Me, I am waiting to scrap from the explosion that the entire thing is going to bring. Because the old twist here is this. You can no longer say PDP, APC, as they have signed off on us. You can no longer say they are completely safe if you have been monitoring their reaction. In the long run, this is what I envisaged. And please remember, piece all of these pieces together yourself, and you can reach your own conclusion as well. It's up to you. But when you ask me, this is what I have seen. If you manage, if you, especially the obedient, if you manage to push and push and push as you are right now, which I think, I don't really see if that's going to ever reduce with what I have seen. If you now push and push and push and you push it towards January, and it becomes more than what they are, then that simply means they would have to re-strategize. You know why? It is not because you want to make Obi president. There is more to it, of them losing that power that way. In Nigeria, they have always been, the owners of Nigeria have always been the architects of how and ways. They have been the writers of the workbook of how, of the workbook of how you are going to end. If you run to the left, you are trapped. If you run to the right, you are trapped. If you run to the front or back, you are trapped. Wherever you are, they are everywhere. Just like that of Obi. And that twist there is that for those who have committed more criminal acts in the history of Nigeria, APC, Egbekebe, and they would want their track covered by those who have been in the business of covering track. Your effort in shifting their status quo will either push them, right, to act in a way of desperation, which is what I am praying for. When you push them to act in desperation, right, you know their ways. They will rig you, they will hunt you, they will, do whatever they want to do. And at the end of the day, you wriggle through all of that, and they are about to lose the power. Then that's the moment they can begin to act abnormally, frustrated. Now, that moment they're acting frustrated, they will make mistake. In their ways of making mistake, they will lose control. Once they lose control, that's it. You will see through their fear. And you know what will happen? They won't want to give up. And you will see through their vulnerability too. Guess what? The implosion they have been avoiding, the ones they have been stockpiling weapons for, it will happen just like that. And somebody like me will likely become your new Nicodemus. Nicodemus that says, be prepared for the aftermath of all of their schemes. It has come to the head. It has come to a stage whereby to lose control is just a short away. Even if you don't understand what I've just said, just pay attention. The young people using the same, templates of NSAS, mobilizing themselves, they have now been the engine room that Obi is sort of riding on right now. In Taraba, in Enugu, in Akure, there are clips sent to me earlier today. One of them is this. Now, they talk more about them these days. But when I look at them as the time bomb that is going to redefine what the owners of Nigeria felt like they have sort of pocketed forever. Like something you've that's done. Let people do whatever they want to do. I am not saying that Obi is going to come and win, but I believe that if you push it long enough, even you will see through why Obi can be your president, even though if you push it through. And at that point, you are likely never going to accept a no for an answer, especially the last part, Southern Nigeria. All of you understood it very well. At that point, you will not be able to take a no for an answer. And that's the moment we have been waiting for. How that play out is going to determine if Nigeria is going to exist again or not. Listen to this. Somebody sent this from Akure, I think. Now, I am waiting for what it's going to be like when they really show up. I'm counting days as well. And I'm counting days as well for the implosion. Somebody sent this from Enugu. Now, the last time we saw this kind of gatherings, especially in southern Nigeria, be sincere, was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu returned back to Biafra land. That was when you could see crowd that tripled this, doubled this, all over Biafra land. That's been a long time. Somehow, Obi is pulling that now. The last person that put such crowd as well in southern Nigeria, genuine one, where people are not bought or paid to come out and show up for that solidarity kind of a thing, was Oloye Sunday Igboho in Yoruba land as well. Politicians would never put such without having to bribe people to come out and show up for that such solidarity. But guess what? The people that put that originality on our land back then, today, one is exiled, the other is locked up illegally and being denied every legal representation or justice that is pushing more people to say, no, I don't want to be part of this anymore. But guess what? The genesis of those who campaigned openly, defended terrorists openly, and they campaigned openly that the government of Nigeria should kill those who rejected the Fulani terrorism, which has more or less divided Nigeria more than anything else. Today, a flashback, just for your sake, when we talk about those who pull crowd and why they did pull crowd, and those who indeed supported, promoted terrorists, defended them, who are still walking about today. I mean, this was like over a year ago. It's still fresh. Just listen to the words of this man.
Sheikh, critics would ask you the question, how much is the cows and cattle contributing to the Nigerian economy? That will warrant a group of persons who feel their cattle have been rustled by criminals, and not by state actors, but by criminals who take up arms against fellow citizens who are suffering the same problem they're going through.
Yes, maybe about, I can say maybe 10% of the herders are the criminals, but 90% in the end, they took up weapons to protect themselves from extinction. This is the truth I'm telling you about. 90%, that's why they are ready. One, to lay down their arms. Two, they themselves, they can take care of the little remnants of the band of the criminals among them, because they don't want anybody to bring mayhem to them. So I think if there is a general amnesty, they are going to lay down their arms. They told us they are ready. So when somebody says ready to lay down his arms, you are saying no, you should not. You should continue fighting. And when they fight, they are the ones that are inflicting injury and inflicting harm to people. That you don't have there the military and the police to protect you. So I don't know what the logic we're using now. And let me give you an example of what people don't know about the Fulani. Look at what is happening in Ibadan. What is happening in Ibadan? Suddenly the Yorubas in Ibadan, not all of them, suddenly some few Yorubas in Ibadan decided to attack Hausas. Why? Because I don't know, whatever it is, they say Hausa, you see injustice going on without doing anything. If people who are supposed to be educated, who have schools, who have roads, who have any amenities of the government, can use, can suddenly attack innocent people they have been together with innocently because some other people did something. What do you expect somebody in the bush who's never schooled, who's never anything? So the Fulani herdsmen are fighting based on ethnic and tribal affiliations, just like the Yorubas are doing now in the south. In the south, the same thing, the same mentality. So Nigerians, whether educated or not educated, we need really to have another national orientation to see that how we live as a nation.
All right, Sheikh, as someone who has been in this conflict resolution advocacy for a long time now, do you think it is sustainable to continue to negotiate and, of course, grant amnesty to those who take up arms against the government and, of course, killing arbitrarily, sacking people from their farms and, of course, involved in all kinds of crime and criminality? Won't this kind of development send wrong signals to criminal-minded elements in other parts of the country who may be tempted to also take up arms against the states to draw government's attention to their plight?
No, it's not possible to have another group just like the herdsmen have, because the herdsmen, they are conditioned by the environment they live to resist.
Sheikh, we had the Niger Delta crisis many years ago, and in 2009 amnesty was granted. Not too long ago, I think within that same year, the issue of terrorism, which we are still battling, emerged in Borno State, and now we are having the problem of banditry. What's the guarantee that we will not have another kind or another dimension to this crisis from another region of the country?
Yes, well, the guarantee we have is that the Boko Haram are using the Sambisa forest as a castle, as a sanctuary for them. And the Fulani herdsmen are using the various forests in the northern states as a, sanctuary for them. And the creeks is for the Niger Delta. Besides that, you don't have anywhere for criminals to hide. So once we get the Fulani to play down their arm, and then we can be able to man our forest and protect it from any other group from taking it over, I think it will be over. And in fact, as I've said, the Niger Deltas were protecting the pipelines. This Fulani, the good ones, can protect our forests, and I'm sure they can do it.
Sheikh Gumi, you said that earlier that the bandits who are now kidnapping people and committing all sorts of crimes learnt their kidnapping from the Niger Delta militants because they did that some years back.
Yes, it's not, you see, behavior, social behavior is learned by induction. It's not when you see that other people are doing something and are getting profit from it, you will definitely do it.
But Sheikh, you've also said that you've also said that these people are stark illiterate and really ignorant about what's going on around them. How would they learn such vices from faraway places like the Niger Delta?
No, when I'm saying they're ignorant, they have their trip to the south. You see, the Fulani man, when he goes into the south, like the ones they have been driven away, people have seen their change in behavior. They start drinking alcohol, they try taking drugs and all these things, which they don't do in the north because their parents are there. So it's actually when they change their, behavior, it is when they have this migration. And it's a particular age range. Those who are the cattle rearers, when they leave their young offsprings in the north, or the older ones, you don't have this behavior in them at all. Even as I'm talking of now, it's a small range group of youth that are involved in this kidnapping. And we see how we are talking with them, and they are ready to stop this way. So I don't see the logic why there should be any argument about negotiating with them at all. I don't see.
Sheikh, you've also said these people were driven into committing these crimes because of socio-economic factors. If there were, you said there were herdsmen doing genuine jobs and their cattle were rustled, they didn't have any money, they were forced into a life of crime. If there were that, in that socio-economic material situation which they couldn't sustain their businesses anymore. How then did they have money to buy these sophisticated combat weapons we've seen with them?
That's a very good question for you. That's why they are kidnapping. That's why they are treating their victims inhumanly. They are extorting people to get money to buy weapons more and more.
But they must get weapons. They must get weapons to commit the crimes in the first place.
No.
So the weapons comes first before the crime.
No. They get with weapons to protect them. Look, when they go into towns, they are lynched. They don't go into towns. They don't go into markets. So how do they get their money to protect themselves from the incursion of the military? Is to in the night they go out and kidnap rich people to get money to buy the weapons. Now what I heard even from one victim of them, when he was able to pay his money, they said, yes, we are collecting this money to buy anti-aircraft missiles.
All right.
So you can imagine. We are putting pressure on a group of people which we can use other methods, kinetic methods to palliate the issue, but we are not doing what we are supposed to do.
All right.
He hasn't left Nigeria. Maybe that is why instead of arresting Gumi, the person arrested is this man. He's a publisher of a newspaper in Abuja. But guess what? He became the negotiator. In the clip I showed, you just watched, you probably saw him in one of the pictures with the terrorist that Gumi was meeting. He happened to be the head to Gumi. His name is Tukor Mamu. Okay, he's a terrorist negotiator, as you can see. He's involved in negotiating for the freedom of kidnapped Abuja Kaduna rail victims or passengers, right? Now, he was arrested in Cairo on a request from Nigeria that even though he's a negotiator, he's a newspaper publisher, he's aide to Sheikh Gumi, the guy himself has all the traces of terrorism. When they searched his property, I don't want to 100% believe them because they did the same thing to everyone else, but what they said they found, in a way, I have to let you know. Guess what they said? When they searched his house, they found different, put it this way, different kind of currencies in a very high, amount, so to say. They found foreign currencies. They have found Nigeria currencies in millions of their worth as well. They found guns. They found, tracts, writings, articles, and things that are indeed, drafted for act of terrorism. So many things they found that required them to say they were looking for him. He's been arrested now. But one thing is this, like the Jibwis. You know the Jibwis. The ones with Bokuwari, they have another name. I don't remember that right away. When I do, I'll tell you. They have been the ones, right, in the government of Bokuwari shielding the terrorists who are now kings, princes, and maybe princesses in Nigeria today. Untouchable. That guy that got arrested is a friend to those who probably are planning to come and rescue you today, including the man that said he will be in charge of security. Look at him on the right, the guy on the right. Now, that is shitty man, Sheikh Osama bin Gumi and Tukor Mamu, as well as Atiku on your left. So whichever way you jump to, whichever one that pops up, you are toast. I keep saying that. And these and more are the reasons why people are saying we know the culpability of those in charge of Nigeria. We know the involvement of those who want to be in charge of Nigeria. Why can't you just save us all of this mess? Save us from all this death. Let's save ourselves and call it quits. Something that these rogues are telling you it doesn't really matter. When these guys will begin to meet, or why did I use the word begin? I mean, when this guy now have the authorization to be in charge of your security, Whether na Atiku, you are done for. Whether na shitty man, which is going to be in charge of your country, as the man that they are putting as your possibility, Tifnumbu. Somebody said they have even removed this cap. I remember when people were saying nobody can remove that cap from Tifnumbu's head. They say to say you want to be Nigeria's president, not joke. You go even remove your pampers, remove everything. If they want you to walk naked, you walk naked. However, that man on his should I say on his left or on the right of my own screen anyway, yeah, is the shitty man, the friends of those who are in charge of the booming terrorism industry in Nigeria. Terrorist negotiators are even rich. Maybe you don't know. Their negotiators are also involved in helping them to launder the proceeds of kidnapping, ransom that people paid. So the terrorists are in the forest. Their negotiators are their contacts with the rest of the world when they need guns, when they need anti-rocket launcher. Anti-aircraft rocket launcher. I'll be waiting to call them. It is their contact outside. And in the case of Nigeria, because of one Nigeria, yeah, now we can have terrorists in charge of our safety. Something I'm like, when I wake up in the middle of the night, I just feel like saying, hey, help us, we are done for. Any way you turn. Now they want you to turn to prayer warriors. Start praying for something that they are already programming you to validate. So if you have anything at all to say or anything at all to do, please just say, hey, God, save me from myself and the choices I make, especially coming to the issue of Nigeria. That's not a joke. Because every choice we make, like Wike put it, when the consequences comes back, it is not limited to those who make those choices or defend them. It is left for all of us to share in the brunt of it. You know that? So if the politicians in southern Nigeria who wanted to play the national politics, lying to their people that Nigeria will be great, especially when we continue to be part of something that you know it. One of the things that people actually hate about the British, so to be sincere, is the forceful creation of a contraption called Nigeria, and then handed it over to those they trained. I found out they intentionally trained the few educated northerners at the time to be aristocrats. You know, like, you know what, you've got nothing to offer, right? But we can let you train a few of you, okay, to know how to own power and maintain it for generations to come. Some people said that, but I keep telling you, I am not going to be one of those playing the victim game. My own forebearers played it. Our parents possibly played the same victim game or victim card. You don't want your own children to play the victim card as well, do you? Yeah. If we have any reason why we are where we are today, it is because we condone the rogues, the criminals who continue to lie to you. That somehow, there's something after this madness of Nigeria, and they will unravel it. They will discover it, and it's going to benefit you. It's going to benefit me. The lies they have been telling you, the one I'm saying categorically right now, that you can stop believing those lies, and you can begin to believe the reality. And that reality is this: if we continue to be part of this contraption for the sake and benefit of minute few among us, we will continue to pay the price of our own collusion and support, which is, put it this way, our own end. You can call us enablers. I'm using the general now, okay? Say all of us enablers, because we are the sharers in the choices we make, by the way. We are. But the truth is this: when we finally come to that time that we are doing ourselves no favor, nothing good, in believing these criminals, who after getting their fingers burnt, that is when they remember that they actually come from somewhere. They are Igbos, they are Yorubas, they are Southerners, or they are Christians, or they are Muslims, or they are this or that. Only when they get their fingers burnt, that they want you to pick sides. In most cases, you pick their sides, and that is how you give them another lifeline. That lifeline you give to them is what they enjoy, and they will love to last longer for generations to come. But what is it they are giving back to you? The Nigeria of agony, injustice, inequality, poverty, corruption, now terrorism. That's what you have to deal with. That is what you have to tell your children to learn how to live with. Even when politician tells you they have it figured out, they will fix it. But guess what? Every 4 years, they will subject and continue to subject your own offspring, your children, to something like this. Something I'm so angry. And I'm so angry that if I should ever dream of this for my own children, then I have failed. If you are a parent, do you actually really want your own children to end up like this? In that contraption that the politicians only built or kept for themselves? And those who are theirs, I will be outbreaking if my own children ended up like this.
Unnegotiable. Go and wash your hands. Wash your hands next time. Because of non-negotiable. Wash your hands clean.
Now, like I said, the choice is yours. I can't in any way make the choices for you. But I can tell you in my usual way that when you make those choices, please don't make them out of, well, I didn't know. You do know. And if you didn't, now you do. So when you make those choices, you should be man enough or woman enough to also own the responsibilities or the consequences that comes with that. We are all in it together. Mock those who have seen the light and asking to break out of this old dark and darker cloud that they have intentionally maintained over all of us. Mock them, laugh them, but somehow, I am so sure and certain, the same characters that are pushing you to mock them, they are also going to witness when you will turn against them in no distant future. They will make you do it. It is what is expected to happen. A greed has its own breaking points, right? When the whole space can no longer contain the amount of the greedy people who are descendants of their greedy ancestors, Nigeria. Therefore, you expect the entire glass house to crack. Nigeria will make you do that. I am just here to keep the record as the diary, just like always. I'll stop here. I think I should take calls. Let me listen to people's add-on to this as well. If you really want to be part of this, you can pick up your phone right now, and if you call in, you will be speaking to me. Let me see what your own thing or your own saying is on this tonight. Before we proceed, I'll take calls after this break.
Oyedu Icon. Oyedu Icon. Omeri Onendizu. Oniriya. Abakare. Mama Daora. Unapori Meri Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3. Unapori Meri Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3. Unapori Meri Nandi. Nandi bu Oyedu Icon. Omeri Onendizu. Oniriya. Abakare. Mama Daora. Unapori Meri Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. na python dance the train. Una poli meri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, python dance 2, na python dance the train. Una poli meri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, python dance 2, na python dance the train. Una poli
I have a caller, by the way. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here, my good general.
Oh, you are? Hang on for me for a second. That is Prince Jejeman, as usual. Let me bring you on. 1 second.
Okay.
We can sing along for a second, if you don't mind. That's Prince Jejeman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, fries going. Janja with the
Hang on. Just
all right.
turn your head like that as you are listening.
Janja we are going home. Long time ago, yeah. One Nigeria, they fool me, child. I don't wake up, my mumu don't do. Why is going home?
The Prince, how are you, sir?
Yes, sir. Respect to you, my good general.
It's so lovely to hear from you. It's been a while. How are you?
I'm fine, my good general. Are you?
Very well here. And then kicking. Thank you, by the way. Go on.
Thank you once more, and greetings to the house, Temple of Truth.
Everybody saying hello.
Our lioness in the house, Princess and Uncle, the rest, Ahmed, Bolu and Co. That I can remember their name.
No, you are watching. See, you would probably
everyone.
remember all their names right now. If you are watching on YouTube, you are correct. I've seen you on Facebook, so you are there. And you are missing them. All those names, they are more popular on YouTube, and they are probably hearing you. They are saying hi.
Exactly. I'm on my way. That's why I'm on my way. I'm not home yet. But I will call it.
Go for it.
Yeah. My good general, the topic tonight, excellent. My worry is this: our leaders, the church leaders, because what I'm seeing a serious religious war in that country. And I won't wish my enemy the kind of thing that's gonna happen. That's my concern. I don't know what you are analyzing here. It doesn't need prophecy. It doesn't need to pray and do night vigil for someone to understand this, or also for someone to quickly tell their members, the church leaders in Nigeria today, if they are truthful to themselves, they are not after tithe and offering. What they should be doing now is to tell their members that without restructuring, Nigeria is going down.
Now, I'm going for a minute. Somebody talking about men of God. Prince, have you heard this?
Yeah.
Please stay on the line. Have you heard this? And watch your screen.
Mi ò ní pé tí bàbá ẹ bá jẹ́ chairman APC mi ní kí ló má bí. Mi ò support PDP àbí Labour.
Neither do I support PDP nor Labour.
Ohun tó máa pay Nigeria.
We want to pay this country Nigeria.
Ní kí a lọ fún true federalism.
For us to go for true federalism.
Àbí ká pín.
Or we should restructure or secede.
And
that's what God is telling our Father in the Lord. If you decide to vote, if Tinubu wins, all of you are going into John. That is God has spoken.
bí mo ṣe ń sọ yìí náà ni kẹ́ ṣe jù
Just
live
let it go live. Let it go live as spoken.
bí mo ṣe sọ yìí.
Just the way I've said it.
jẹ́ ń sọ lóyìnbó kọ́ lè mọ̀ pé mo mọ̀ nǹkan tí mò ń
Let me
sọ.
say in English so that they won't
sọ
understand.
Yorùbá ẹ̀ mo sọ Yorùbá ẹ̀.
Okay, sir.
If Nigerians vote for APC,
orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tó bá dìbò fún ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú
Nigeria will
APC.
sink.
Kódà Nàìjíríà yóò wọ inú ìrà.
In poverty.
And
the economy will be in shambles.
Kódà ọrọ̀ ajé wa yóò lọlẹ̀ sí.
If the government of APC continues,
tí ìjọba APC bá tẹ̀síwájú.
Nigeria will suffer extraordinary.
Kódà ìyà orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yóò wà ní ìlọ́po ìlọ́po.
I'm not in support of anybody.
Mi ò tiẹ̀ fọwọ́ tẹ ẹnikẹ́ni lẹ́yìn.
As a matter of fact, I don't vote.
Kódà mi ò tiẹ̀ ń dìbò.
And I will never vote.
Kódà mi ò tí ń gbà kan ní.
Sound similar or familiar, the prince?
Yes. Yes, you see, Maiyegun General, where there is a missing line.
Okay.
The missing line here is this. You know, he's telling the people that God is telling him that without restructuring, that Nigeria, you know, look, Nigeria doesn't need God to give you this kind of prophecy. It's very, very clear. You understand me? He is coming out. I would say he's just coming out in a stylish way.
Maybe that. So let's agree that that's what God told him. All right. And
Yeah,
many
okay,
people who actually have seen that no, it's more than that. You don't need God. Now, could that be that that's because there are many like that who are talking like that too. They are even talking about it's better we just break up. I've seen many who have spoken like that too. So, would you say somehow like the Southern politicians that we are seeing right now still hiding, talking about 1960 independence, talking about the imbalance in the system, Seyi Makinde and co. You mentioned churches now, and I gave you that example. Do you think as time goes by, majority of them will eventually unravel? They will come out clean and say, you know what? This one don't need any abracadabra to save ourselves from this doom. Everybody go in different way. Do you think, Prince?
I'm not thinking. I know it will happen.
Go for it.
I'm not thinking. I know it's going to happen. But my only concern, not fear.
Right.
My only concern is that I don't want the blood of people to be flowing like a river before they will now start speaking up. Now is good morning, because if they immediately they enter their campaign next month, I'm telling you, Maiyegun, everywhere you will see acts will be flowing, AK-47 that is everywhere in Nigeria. You know, so that's my own concern. Not that I'm guessing. I'm not guessing. It's definitely going to happen. But it's better to fetch look for the black goat in the morning than waiting in the night before you start searching for a black goat. Are you getting me? That is the point I'm trying to make. You know, this thing is the danger is glaring. You know, you are analyzing it very plain. Did you consult any oracle or any god?
No.
To analyze, because it's very, very plain. So Maiyegun, on 13th next Tuesday is the kind of course day.
I know.
What they should know is that Nnamdi Kanu is an atom ant in their blockers. If they hit anyhow, their blockers, all the water will go down. So they better leave him alone. In fact, they Malami
and then remember, self-determination, referendum, they are all not illegal until the owners of Nigeria felt threatened by it. Indeed, he's committed no crime. Let me add that.
Who is the owner of Nigeria? Is it not the Fulanis are trying to say they are the owner of Nigeria? They are the ones, because they are the only problem that Nigeria has at this moment. They are the one in Airport Forest. Are you getting me? They are the only Fulanis. They are the one that everyone is trying, open in their forest. You know, that's what we are facing. You know, so we must not expect. You know, that is the point.
Thanks, man. So,
yes.
The prince, the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be in court. Hopefully, they will let him show up in a way, right? It's going to be in court on Tuesday. But as we all know, it is for the same request. Nigeria is running away from their own courts, adjourning his case, running away to bring their evidence that they have been promising. And we know that they are not keeping Nnamdi Kanu because he committed any crime. They just want to keep him away and see if the Biafran struggle was just going to die like that. Tuesday is another day. Prince, how is it going in London? What's the plan for Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday, definitely, as usual, you know that IPOB can never give up.
No.
That is the good thing about IPOB. We can never give up. Tuesday, we are going to storm, as usual, down the street. You know, we are going to storm BBC. We are going to storm, what is it called, Commonwealth office. We'll continue, you know, to fight our way until Biafra is restored. It's only Biafra or Biafra or Biafra. You know, so the last man standing
is the same. Biafra or Biafra or Biafra or even Biafra. Prince, let me take another call. Thanks so much for stopping
Thank you so much. God bless you. Do one nation now.
Now. Bless you. That's the Prince. I'll take this, my other veteran. How are you, sir?
Hey. Maiyegun, I'm a coach here in the
in fact, were telling us then that this is going to happen, because I remember you did in one of your redos on this platform that a lot to happen.
Yeah.
And the Queen will leave it at that. I'll let you speak. Go on.
Let's leave it at that, I beg, because you know all of us are agents. You know, you understand.
I do.
Because people are monitoring. You know. Yeah, brother. I listen to you every night.
You have to now.
You see the one you did yesterday. I will start from there. I want everybody to understand something. I was privileged to see Grandma 3 times. I've walked closer to her. And I was also privileged to know a little bit of the history of this country. Grandma have no, maybe 1% say in whatever policies that goes on in this country. They can take it or leave it.
Fact is fact, by the way.
Brother.
Even if it doesn't really sound good to us. But fact is fact.
No, that I'm telling you what I know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just backing you up. Like, even if people don't like it, fact is fact.
Yes.
You get that? So, go for
Grammar, only 1%. And the 1% that he has to say is like what... this guy in Kano, the governor of Kano, Ganduje, tell Sanusi that they wear you cover in your mouth so that whatever you want to say under the cover. That is what is happened to Grandma in this country. There's a little he can say. And most of all those decisions, trust me, if you study their history, if you listen to them, if you been around them, you know that
there's no even point of saying reading history or what have you. We know that what they have is a constitutional monarchy, which makes it a ceremonial head in a way. But people believe that there is more to that, right? Even before now.
No. You know that there was a period that the monarch was abolished in this country.
Yes.
Before they brought it back. So all those things.
Just to show that they are not really that, you know, influential when it comes to decision making. I agree.
So Grandma might have his own way that he commits some things, but nobody is perfect. And being a leader doesn't mean perfection. You cannot be perfect when you are a leader. No. So that which is why they call you leader. Lead and dialogue with others. So let's leave that one for Grandma. I'm just trying to appeal to our people. Whatever we do, we should also think twice.
Do you know how I handle that? I said, you know, many of us have not historically we didn't walk in the shoes of those who are victims of British imperialism, colonialism. So because of that, we will not be able to advance.
And it's not only British that commit that crime. What of our...
to say,
what of our 5 brothers that supported them, that have been kidnapping their brothers and sent for them?
I'm even saying that since we didn't walk in their shoes, right, in any way, we cannot automatically tell them how they should mourn the passing of the queen. But we can advise them as well, like you just did now, that while we mourn, like Yorubas say, taban sunkun amariran. If you want to
when we cry, we shall see. We always see now.
You can also pretty much educate yourselves in order to know that you can, in fact, either divide your anger or rechannel it into something that indeed those who actually did
better, which is part of the reason that some of our brothers are across the ocean. Which is part of why some of them are always like the way they are. They are lagidi of Jamo.
You know what I mean?
Let me put it here, Jamo. Yeah. So anyway, let me go to Dore. I know a lot of people are queuing.
It's easy with them because the moment they discover that this is what they did to them and all of that, we saw what happened. And like that, the rest of the world are reacting. So we can't tell people how to react. Oh, you overreact.
No. We just have to, So the account that I saw is what I'm saying. My experience with, because brother, there's a lot I can't say. You understand? But I'm privileged. I was one of those privileged that walk closer to the main, at the heart of everything. So of all these days, so let's leave it that way, brother. You see this your analysis this night. Well, I don't come.
No,
I want to remain quiet.
Okay.
Brother, I want to remain quiet because there's some information like people like me have. Once we talk, it's like they're monitoring you, and there's a lot of changes in the plan. The Fulani are changing something in the book. A lot of things are happening.
Or they are just blocking. They are blocking many of you out from actually seeing everything like you used to. You think they are changing anything?
Oh, that is what I...
Or they're just like...
They're changing plan. They are blocking. They are changing. Because why? Once some of do you remember, is it during Babangida that Babangida told the Gani Faweyimi or whatever, that is the only man that he respects in Nigeria because that man always know the plan or his plan ahead of him.
Yeah, I remember that. It was Gani. It was always kind of have an idea of where he's going, and he respected.
So
nobody listened to him.
So this is what is happened with all this our information. Sometimes from last time I try to sleep because a lot of stuff you can't believe how many calls that comes after. Some people know, you understand, and they tell me, "Oh boy, you need to shut up."
Because they know your voice.
There's a lot of things good.
We are monitoring, like we said.
Brother.
Sometimes some of the things we said, like you said it yourself, right? They they do change, turn around in a way to.
Of course.
Still all the
we are part of their strategy.
Yeah.
They
all come back to the same thing, which is about how to continue pillaging the land and continue to send people into further.
Brother,
it all comes to the same thing, doesn't it?
So now the pastors, I'm glad that they are coming out with what is happening. And if I may say something this night, Maiyegun, there's a bigger global package that is happening right now, currently across the whole world, that a lot of people haven't been paying attention to. Whatever is happening in Nigeria is beyond Nigeria as well. Because it's like before the Noah, let me put it this way, before the Noah, nobody thought the rain would actually fall. When Noah was constructing the ark, then after the Noah, some things happened. It was another generation. I think that is what is about to happen. Because going by the history, you will see that before the 1940, all those Second World War, there was a way the world was. Then after the post-war, there's some things that happened. The birth of UN. So there's some things the way things are going. Yeah. So my fear now, this will be my conclusion this night. Right. My fear now is whatever we do, they should let us split quietly so that some people will not use Nigeria as a testing ground to test their weapon. Brother, take it or leave it, but you will remember that I said this thing. Something will happen next year. And if there is not something will happen next year that this our election will lead to something. But I pray that they concluded peacefully and let everybody back to their tent. So that we don't say we don't go green before riot, it turned to bloody. So that's my fear now.
I wish we
let's leave it for tonight.
We could possibly just do that. Like, oh yeah, that's going to happen. I'm going to change it. None of us is in real control. We are only trying to get people on the notice so that nobody come back and say, "How did we get here? How did we get here now?"
No, the country will break. It will break. It will break. It will break.
Thank you, JJ.
At least if na riot make 200 die, it's okay. But if it don't go 1,000, no, I no pray that one. No,
we love to avoid the violence, but sometimes it's unavoidable anyway. So, and we are not the machinator or the machination.
Anyway,
take care.
Good,
JJ. So I have another person on the line. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Mr. Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Am I live, right?
So live. Everybody can hear you.
Okay.
What's your name?
Okay, my name is Fado.
Say that again. Sorry, I didn't get that, sir.
Fado. My name is Fado.
Fado. Class.
F-A-D-O.
I got that now. So, Baba, you are live. Everybody can hear you live and direct. So, yeah.
Okay.
What do you have for us?
Okay, very good.
Thanks, man.
First of all,
yes, sir.
I would like to disagree with the last caller.
Right.
About grammar. I think he was talking about grammar and all, you understand?
Okay.
I think it is important for everyone to understand the brutality of the British Empire. Right. And the pain these people have caused Africa. I get me?
I am following.
And another thing is that any African, if you call yourself an African, and you still sympathize about this woman, brother, I'm boldly saying that you don't know your roots, you don't know your history. It's just like what Michael Gabriel said. The people without knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree. It's like a tree without roots.
No roots. That's right.
You understand?
I'm with you.
If you ask South Africa, they will say the same thing. Ask Kenya people, they will say the same thing. Ask
India,
so even
Irish,
go to Australia.
The list is long.
Everybody are saying the same thing. Please don't let us be sentimental. I don't want to go deep about that.
I'm with you.
You understand? The word is enough for a while. You understand? So back to our own problem in Nigeria.
That will be the second part of your contribution, Fado. Let me hear that part too.
Yes.
So what would that be?
Yes. I think if we start talking from now to tomorrow, everybody understands what's going on in that country.
We all do.
Brother, I'm a typical Yoruba man from Oyo State.
Class.
Okay, Ogun side. You understand? My surname is Faleti. My full name is Minka Faleti. You understand?
That's actually good. Go on, Baba. Go on.
Okay. What I really want to say is that Tinubu know the root of these terrorist activities.
You think so?
This particular they all know what is going on. Why? They are the one that started this thing up to Jonathan.
Bless you.
If we look inside this thing, we know that they couldn't be able to control people again. Probably they have a negotiation, they have a promise, they have already concluded on. So when they get to the power, everything changes.
You think so? You know, Baba, that kind of idea, I don't think it's going to really work anymore. And I'll tell you why I thought that. Okay, is this? Remember that when Boko Haram were doing all of their stuff, then It was easy. Then it's a two-way thing, that if that APC could be behind it, right? Just because of power. Once they gain power, this whole thing will just disappear, and everybody will just be like, "Hey, thank you, you have saved us, Abi." Then others were like, no, even apart from that, let's leave conspiracy. What is a retired general? I mean, it should ordinarily be so upset that this is happening with Nigerian army. These two assumptions failed. What makes you think that if we all feel like maybe, if they gain power again, this is going to go away? I'm just using that to tell you that what make you think that assumption will likely be kind of,
it will never go away. It will never go away.
I like that.
Because to my own view, I think these people, they import them from the neighboring African country.
And it has become a business, Baba. Fado. It is now a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Everybody was saying that they are negotiating, they are promising there may be something billions of naira.
Yeah.
But these people, they are not okay with this money. Why? Because they are making a lot of millions of naira every day in Nigeria.
Yes.
And to say the real fact, sometimes I will just be looking at our people. I'm talking about South people, Nigerian particularly. I mean, Yoruba particularly, sorry. I will just be looking at them that all what we are after is party. But I'm talking about party, I mean celebration, what I'm saying. Like wedding and all. But what is in our backyard is beyond our power. But let's just cross the finger and look about this 2023. But to me, everybody's going to go in their own way because Nigeria is already divided. Atiku, they will not give Atiku the power. They will not give, and Tinubu, they will not give Tinubu the power.
Buhari's government, working and to ensure that it's going to be Atiku. So in that regard, they have to team up with either Obi or Tinubu in this case. Now, in my own I don't care about who team up with anybody, but you know what I picked out of it? Waiting me and many of us saw that we said you cannot make Nigeria work under this arrangement. They called us names. Now they are seeing it. Guess what? They are now calling for Southern solidarity, not for our protection, not for our economy, not for our infrastructural development, but for their political survival. That's the point I'm pointing out tonight. Now look at them. What many of us have been talking about, they called us names, is the same thing they are about to do now. Southern solidarity. Against who? Against the northern conspiracy. Are we not back to the square one, Baba?
Maiyegun, I would like to ask you a question.
Please.
And I hope everybody is listening. This question, I've been asking myself several times.
Okay.
Do you think Nigeria is designed to work out? Like, Nigeria was designed as a country that's going to have a successful succeed, right? Thank you.
Baba, say normal. Oyibo will call that question rhetorical question. Question that already has an answer. Right? Yoruba will call it Amorabini Oyo. You elders, you know the answer, but I will still answer it. Okay? Because it's a rhetorical question. And the answer is that we know why Nigeria is where we are today. Don't let us lie to ourselves. And if everything continues the way, the owners, those who brought us to this level, they want to keep it that way. Because according to them, it's the best we have. Now, if you oppose it, you are an enemy. Now, to answer your question, sir, if things continue like this, Baba, don't let us lie to ourselves. We have no future. That's it. Plain and simple. We have no future. And I don't know if I did well answering you. Because you know the
I
answer
always tell people that Nigeria never be a country.
Good.
Nigeria just designed as a pot of soup for British.
Business entity for everyone. When British were done, sir, you handed it over to the neo-colonists who speak your language, who speak your language, dress like you, dress like me.
We are the one that is suffering for this now.
Yes.
They give us opportunities, not for everyone. If you're wise enough, come to our country, come and live in there. But in that your country,
they take away our country, even though Baba, You are in America, I want to believe, yeah, Fado. You are in America, yeah? I am in the UK.
Yeah.
And we are like in our millions. Put it this way, right? Our youth. Oh dear, this is going to break my heart, by the way, right? Our youth are spent developing, contributing to the development of all these Western countries. Though they gave us something back. They gave us stability. Some of them gave us a bit of security as well, which we have been denying where we came from. But guess what they took from us? They took most productive years of our lives to develop all these places. I've been in the UK for 10 years, right? And I'm 38, okay? That means I have given my youthful life, 10 years of it, to this UK. I don't know how long you've been in America. I don't know your profession. I don't know what you have put yourself through to get to where you are today as you are watching right now, sir, yeah? But somehow you agree with me. You have given a portion of your own youthful life to develop the place you can now call home. Guess who are the loser? The place we came from, sir.
I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. This thing, every time I think about this, it's always like a pain to my heart.
Yeah.
Some weeks back, I was looking at Wike, Atiku, all of them. They went to UK to go and meet each other. Even Baba Obasanjo was there. What are they looking for up and down? That is where we know that they went to go and report on their master. You understand? Every small thing they will say that we are in London. Every small thing they will say that is London our capital? I don't want that.
Capital of Nigeria when he came here to spend about over 3 months, over 100 days in London, and he's still president of Nigeria.
Now our system, and all our leaders now, their system is approve any small thing, London, any small thing, London.
Doesn't take time.
How do you think they have interest of developing their own country? Never, they will never do that.
No. Thank you so much.
Because they have alternative.
Baba, let me take another one tonight. It's been a
Thank you so much, Maiyegun.
Thank you too.
That's right on.
Stopping by. Yeah, thank you very much. Now I have hang on, I just lost the person. But meanwhile, I've got another person, a very prominent one, by the way. How are you, sir?
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hey, Baba.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for all you are doing,
Thank you so much for all
I'm going to speak in broken.
Mix up for us, Baba. I'm going to enjoy. Here you are. Go for it.
Oh, my first point is,
yes, sir.
I want to make Nigerians, make them sit down, make them think themselves. Say if the northern state, they don't get plans to exit Nigeria already. You can't be doing things this way and you expect it to, I don't know if people get what I'm going.
No possible, not lie. You tell yourself doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result is only a symptom of madness. So they say if you do same thing again and again and expecting a different result.
And another point that I want to add is,
yes, Baba.
Do you think all these politicians, they don't know the right thing to do?
They do.
Let's just ask ourselves the reason.
Who doesn't?
They know.
They do.
They know. I have someone that is very close to one of the top guys in Nigeria there.
Yeah.
In Lagos. I don't want to mention the name.
Right.
The guy wanted to invest in hospital in Nigeria in 3 major regions. One of these guys knew it would not work out because of the system. This is not a fabricated lie or anything.
Not today.
Very close to one of them. He intentionally told the guy, listen, don't waste your money. I just want Nigerians to think deeply. Following Peter Obi, following this, following that. They're just fooling themselves.
They're just buying time.
Nigerians are the ones putting themselves in poverty, honestly. That's my little token.
I told people, I said that Nigerians are always ready to set themselves up. And when they are doing so, it is always like a mob mentality. You can't tell them anything different until they are burnt.
Exactly.
When they get their fingers burnt, then they turn around and be like, we thought it was going to be better. Oh, really? You thought? Now you know that they are not. Now you keep setting yourself up for them to build on your own vulnerability in order to remain part of the sharing table. What do they leave for them? What have they left for you?
Nothing. Most of them are clamoring for one Nigeria, one of the elite. You can see the politicians. They are revealing themselves. They know the truth.
Yeah. And there is no ideology, Baba. You would expect that somebody wants to say is smart enough, and then they can say, listen, we need ideological drive, something that we can associate with, and say, this is the idea behind this party or behind this group. They have no ideology, Baba. They keep promising them same thing. We are going to give you great jobs.
Same thing, over and over. It baffles me. It's a pain, honestly. It pains me so dearly that, with all our smartness, all our education, everything, we just dish them down the drain. We just keep dishing them down the drain. It's a pity.
It's sad.
I pray for my people. Yoruba nation now.
We will get there, Baba. God bless you. That's Zelos, one of the prominent donors on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. Is quite a guy. So I have another person on the line as well. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun.
Baba.
I've been about regular watchers since 2013.
Oh yeah, that's like 9 years ago, Baba. Now I am speaking to you here, Baba. How are you?
I'm calling from Nigeria.
Oh, you are? Brilliant. Where in Nigeria? Where from in Nigeria are you phoning from, sir?
Actually, I'm in Lagos.
Oh, you are in Lagos. Class. Now, here we go. Everybody can hear you. So you have first-hand experience of most of what I shared on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. And therefore, you have also been a long time, silent watcher as well. Now you have your time. Do you have something you would like to add to this that I've missed, possibly? So.
I thank God for you bringing this, the spiritual father to come and speak about this issue. There's a lot of people that have been speaking about it here in Nigeria that we have been observing.
Good.
I just pray things go. I don't pray for sharing of blood, but we can't do without it. We can't, because the enemies are coming.
I mean, you know what they say, Baba? They say, if you say you are never going to sleep with the wife of Asukpa, what if Asukpa now sleep with your wife? So we have no intention of bloodshed, violence. But what about those who are about to lose what makes them relevant as owners of Nigeria? What if they turn it into violence? So I agree with you that there's somehow no way we can avoid this. But if we can minimize it, if we can, it will be a good thing. But it seems not something that we can't really avoid, can we?
They have left the country because they don't want to face the crisis. For me, I was born to be an hero at a warrior house. I'm a Yoruba man.
You are born a warrior. Bless you.
You are born a warrior. When I see my brother humiliated, I weep.
Go on, Baba.
I also want to thank you for your raising funds. I don't want to mention names, and I know you understand.
I do.
Don't worry.
I actually wanted to hear from the part you want to have. Go on, Baba.
We'll find the battle together and we'll succeed by special grace of God.
Amen.
Just keep doing your good work.
I will. Thank you so much. Go on.
To talk about proverb, greet and take care, and my children for me.
I will greet them, sir. Thank you very much. Okay.
Continue your work.
I will.
When
Thank you very much.
When we get there, I will call you. I will call you to come and chase out the evil people out.
Oh, really?
God bless you.
God bless you too. I probably didn't get that part anyway. So let me take. Right, I've got another caller on the line as well. Hello there. Hang on. What did I do? Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Oh, Larry. How are you, Baba?
Baba, I did. How far are you?
I am very well. I mean, I'm still here, so thank you. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Not thanks to God.
So that is so important.
Good morning, good afternoon, evening to all my lovely people on TOT.
Thank you.
What I was gonna say is, I want people to please go back to Maiyegun Politico, August 7, 2021.
August 7, 2021. That's in the diary.
Yeah.
Tell us what we should go and look into there, please, Baba.
So, what I want people to go look at is, that was the Okuta panel of how Abiola was actually boom. Okay? And because I don't know what just took me there today, I was like, I just felt like, okay, then to. And the question Wike keeps asking is, agreement is agreement. Number one, Mr. Wike, maybe you have forgotten that these people don't know what they call agreement.
No. If the agreement is not written in blood or signed in blood, it's no agreement to them. Continue, Larry.
Yes. Because Mr. Wike that is saying agreement is agreement. He should ask. That was how it refer people back to.
He should ask MKO Abiola.
Yeah, he should ask MKO Abiola. Okay. And the word agreement is agreement. Go on. Actually reverse.
And if you ask Atiku about agreement as well. Larry, you the open history book tonight. I am following you as usual. Go on.
Okay. And just like we mentioned that Abiola to Babangida reversed the agreement and the election. Okay? So what I want people to please pay critical attention to is the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was why I refer people back to that August 7, 2021 in MaiyegunDiary Politico. Okay? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't pray what happens to Abiola happens to him. But the Igbos should not keep quiet. The Igbos must not forget their own, that is championing their cause. They should not let anybody fool them with the chant of Peter Obi. Okay? The Igbos must wake up because that is your Abiola now. And at the end of the day, when they eventually do anything they want to do, look at that guy that they were interrogating in that on that Okuta panel, whatever. Look at, you guys are going to go back and go, you guys are going to see the arrogance in him. He was just going back and forth. He started contradicting himself.
He knew nothing was going to happen
and then,
at the end.
Exactly, because he knew nothing was going to happen at the end. It was just going to be an interrogation.
And guess what, Baba? Nothing happened, indeed, after that.
And yes, nothing happened, indeed. This same guy, in that interrogation, during that interrogation, he said they gave him a frozen account worth 500 million naira. As out of that, a frozen account. Nigerians shouldn't be fooled. As out of that time of the interrogation, the so-called frozen account balance was 200 and something million naira. Okay? All right? Now, what I want people to understand is, Terry, ìgbà tí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ti gbé oyè Nnamdi Kanu fún Yomi ní East. Okay, let me speak in English.
Yeah.
When they said they gave, when they purported that stupid lies of they've given someone else is taking the affairs of Nnamdi Kanu, is taking the mantle and blah blah blah. Look around that fake whatever. Just the same way they
where
did
did you get that from? Sorry, I mean, is that like?
No, it just came out now when they said the new blah blah blah. Because Simon Ekpa said no, that nobody or nobody is not going to accept any. You remember, just like probably maybe 2 weeks or one. I don't know. They go not that long.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
look around that guy that was blah 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 blah.
Like it's going to replace Nnamdi Kanu and other stuff. But I think that will become relevant as we speak. But you know that has been the
look around that guy. You'll see the white man around that whatever. What does the white man have to do with saying, oh, what is the business of a white man around that vicinity? Even if he's trying to say, okay, I'm taking the white mantle from Nnamdi Kanu. And these are the people that will keep coming to you. The same thing. The first thing, right? Is it condoleezza rice? Abuses and rice? The same. The first thing she told Abiola's family back then that we want to break the news. And she said, okay, don't worry, I'm the woman in the house. Don't worry, I'll know how to talk to them. And she was the first person that said, okay, how long do you want us to give you guys? Blah blah blah. Before we but I want to just okay, and just give us, let us talk to the family. And she was the one again that offered herself to say, okay, I'll break the news to the family, blah 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 blah. And at the end of the day, she was the first person that said, oh, the family should accept America's condolences, blah 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 blah. That the cause
is that
she was
Condoleezza
there.
Rice,
That,
by the way, no?
Yeah,
Condoleezza.
yeah.
Okay, go on, Baba.
Yeah, that the family should accept their condolence on behalf of the United States of America, blah, 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 that the cause of death, that she was there, that the cause of death was natural. Yeah, that it was natural. And this, man, you guys should wake up, because if you guys really think that we can just stop shouting, let's not stop shouting.
I mean, they are doing it rightly so far. It would have been so great if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was never in any way found in their net. Do you get what I mean now? The fact that he's with them, right? What will end it all is not court case. Even though the court case is just to keep the pressure on, right? It's going to end up on a bigger negotiation table. I have been told, right, by reliable people, reliable sources, put it that way, that if Nnamdi Kanu renounce Biafra, as they have been asking him for the past year, if he renounce Biafra tomorrow, Nnamdi Kanu will walk out of where they locked him up, free man. That is something he's rejected. And that is why they don't know what to do with him. Do you get what I mean now?
Yeah, and that is the reason why, let's pray. That was the reason why I said people should please go back and check Maiyegun Politico
and keep the
August 7, 2021. Okay? So that when they secretly look for a way, because when Baba Femi Falana was actually interrogating that dude, man, it was fire on that dude. Like I told you, I don't know what just made me go. I'm like, my spirit just said, just watch it. Okay, I'm going to check it out again. And I kept shaking my head. I just kept shaking my head like. And at the end of the day, the sad part is the fact that our so-called leaders, Yoruba leaders, still went into her with so much and came out with so much laughter. That means you get what I'm saying? So please pay a big attention to MNK, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because we don't pray anything happens to him. The so-called big individuals go and they will still do the same thing. They'll come out and start laughing and say, it is just natural. They say he was not doing
you know the saddest the saddest thing here is this, right? Like MK Abiola, rather than it to trigger a genuine solidarity, a genuine rage in solidarity, the people who are going to, rather they will use it to their own advantage, like they did to Abiola. What did they do? Did they fight for Abiola? No. They fought for themselves using Abiola. If you want us to talk to the Yorubas, give us this. If you want us to talk to the Yorubas, not to hate Nigeria anymore, give us this. Today, Yorubas are still struggling. Those who use Abiola's name, they are multi-billionaires. In fact, now the people who are now advising us on why we should keep up with Nigeria, sadly. So We pray nothing happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because rather than them fight for him, they are going to milk it to their own advantage. Pray.
Of course, yes.
Happened. So,
because they will say the person who don't die don't die.
No, they do that all the time.
I rebuke that for him.
I also do.
You understand what? Yeah, you understand how we think in Nigeria. I say, well,
it doesn't take time. It doesn't take long.
And they will just use this whatever to negotiate.
And
it's so painful that they have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their. It's so painful. If not, this fight for sweet now.
Do you know a dream I had, Larry, before you go? I haven't told anyone. It's just a dream. Okay, maybe it's because of what I was thinking anyway, but it doesn't really matter. So I had this when I knew that when I heard that Nnamdi Kanu would be in court supposedly on Tuesday, right? I don't know. I just had this strange dream that I found myself in Abuja with my phone and my tripod. I don't know. I was just recording, and they said Nnamdi Kanu is coming now. I mean, that's DSS as usual, like convoy. Then they got to a space in Abuja that looked like a roundabout. Okay, so when they got to that part, I don't know. Somehow, everybody just started saying, "Hey!" What happened? There was this parachuters coming down from the sky, right? And as they were coming down, it was like a movie. So I just turned my camera like that, just recording it live, right? Guess what happened? It was just like as you find them in the movies. They just demobilized the entire convoy, and they went on straight there, and they got Nnamdi Kanu out of the mist, and they just took him out of the whole place, right? And guess what? It was my own surprise. This was Abuja in my dream, right? So my surprise, everybody there started screaming, "Hey, well done, hey!" Like everybody agreed that it should be taken. And I was just there like recording like that. I was like that. And I won't say I woke up, but I didn't forget that dream. It happened just 2 days ago. So I just want you to add that to this chat. People are
because they've been, they've successfully taken many, not all, many Biafrans, minds, out of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into Obi, and Obi has sat down with these people on the round table. So I don't know what. Whenever I see people chanting Obi, I just keep crying inside me. Like, for real? Don't these guys have eyes? Don't they have any brain? And they call themselves educated?
Let me take my
they
last
call
call.
themselves educated?
I know. Let me take my last call, Larry.
Baba,
because of our time.
let me leave it that way. People should just go back and reflect on that, and then they will just know.
All of our choices, I know. Thanks so much, Larry.
Thank you, Baba.
You have a good one.
Right.
Sorry that I'm actually rushing you off, by the way, but because my time is so up, I only have about 5 minutes now, and I have to round up. So I'll take yours, brother. Hello there.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. I'm so happy to speak with you today.
I am happy to hear your voice.
It's my first time.
Your name?
I'm a first-time caller.
You know what we do to first-time callers, right? We tell the whole. We actually have to share it with the entire audience. I mean, in the Temple of Truth, and say, "What's your name?" Sorry, what's your name?
My name is Precious
Precious.
Chizolam.
Come on, let's leave it as
Yes,
Precious.
sir.
Now we have a Precious first-time caller. You see, you must be so precious. You just broke the alarm, but it's still working, right? Now you are so welcome,
Yes,
Precious.
sir.
It's good to have you. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. First of all, I want to thank my uncle that made me to start listening to you. These 3 years of listening to you. My all thanks to Mr. Harrison. He made me to start listening to your program,
Mr.
and ever since
Harrison, somebody I probably haven't
then,
recommended
from USA. Yes, sir. He's currently in USA, Los Angeles.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Oh, great.
Yes,
Where which part of Nigeria are you calling from, by the way?
I'm calling from Aba, Abia State, sir.
Oh, you're calling from Aba. I love that.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me about Aba today, Precious, if you don't mind.
Aba is not good at all. It's not good. Our governors are making us. Imagine the governor going inviting Wike to come and construct the flyover, We are now asking him where we can drive from Politico to Niger State to consult it, to open the flyover for Niger State. It's very, very frustrating. You're not really enjoying it over here in Nigeria. I don't really have much to say, so I'm just happy to hear from you today. And my mom has been calling me Maiyegun. Really? She'll be happy if I should download this thing and send it to her. Okay, sir.
Precious, you know what you're going to do, right? This is what I would do. If I'm speaking to somebody I admire so much, okay? Finally, we are talking on the phone, and I want to keep it, right? All you have to do is that when those who call you Maiyegun or this while, just tell them I spoke to him today. I mean, we had a chat on this program tonight. I would possibly speak more next time, but tonight I'm just happy to speak to him. Go and watch the video. It's actually from the.
Yes, I will play the video to my mom. I'll play the video to my mom.
Right. And if you want to be specific, just tell them that go and watch his broadcast of So Day, starting from 2 hours, 35 minutes. I'm the next person speaking to him. And I'm happy to speak to you, by the way. Precious. Seriously.
Yes, sir. God bless you, sir.
And we are all in this together.
The baby one must come. Yaba must come.
By the special grace of God. Do you mind singing? Now, you can do this with me, because I'm going to have to round up with you if you are still there, right? Now, Precious, sing this with me, and you can say good night to everyone, okay?
Oh, yeah, do I call? O Mary Wonizu Woniya Abakare Mama Baora Una Puri Mary Nandi win the war Python dance 1, Python dance 2 Now Python dance 3 Una Puri Mary Nandi win the war Python dance 1, Python dance 2 Now Python dance 3 Una Puri
Nandi win the war. Come on.
Python dance 2, and Python dance 3.
Nandi win the war. Bless you, Precious.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for stopping by, okay? You should have a good evening, okay? And one of these days, you would have a good thing to say about Abba when you are actually going to be living the life of a real Abians in Biafra. I wish you well, Precious. Stay safe.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one. Yeah. Now, this is where we're going to draw the curtains tonight. Our time is so up. I know we didn't start early, but we've managed to get almost, 150 minutes. Well, that is 2.5 hours. That should be fair enough. I appreciate your time with me tonight. If you're just joining us, right, to enjoy this, you don't need to listen to the 10 minutes video, music, and all that, okay? You can fast forward them and listen to this again and make your own choice too, just to help a little bit. And like Tesco, every little help. Thank you so much to all my friends who stopped by, all of you who shared, liked, commented, even super chatted me as well, especially on YouTube. Thank you. I want to say thank you once again to all of you for all night and always. I'm going to see you some other time. Until then, do not leave without dropping your offering, like and share, and we're going to see you again next time.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number 1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number 1. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number 1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number 1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number 1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number 1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number 1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun lẹ́nu.
MaiyegunDiary na you be number one.
àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
MaiyegunDiary na you be number one.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
òkúrọ̀ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.